And so in this video, I want to tell you guys about the time that at 18, drunk, I pissed myself in public.
It's Black Hoody, I'm back cooking these goodies. Look at these views from cooking these foods. Yeah.
Here's to the good life. Here for a good time. Here for a good life. So cheers to the good life. Cheers.
Oh, hello there. Yo, this video is brought to you by the dopest sponsor in the world, the coldest Wowda. I'm editing. This is the true behind the scenes of a musical editor. Very interesting stuff. It's actually very hard on the mind. All this trickery and cuttery and fine-tunery and loud noises and then repetitive cycling of the same verses and just working out the kinks. It's a lot of work. It's not easy. But they say when it's your passion, you'll never work a day in your life. And that's true. So I'm gonna get some icy water in his beet, and then I gotta like work on his beet a little bit, and then we're gonna make some really easy food because I want to have some mac and cheese today. So I bought some mac and cheese for the old Schmemick, if you know what I'm talking about. And it's been sitting in the freezer for like 2 months, and it's just like it's President's Choice. President's Choice makes bomb-ass products. So President's Choice, if you're watching, please send me stuff or give me free gift cards or I don't know, whatever. I'll promote you. Please do. Galen, I see you. I hear you out there, Galen. That's the name of the owner, man. So yeah, so it's been sitting in there, and I really want to just toss her in the oven, and then Binaural Eats OG ASMR master, probably looks like kind of could be my dad. He taught me along the way that alongside your mac and cheese, you should probably cook some bacon strips and have bacon strips, crispy, fresh, long, and on the side, not crunched up in the actual mac and cheese, but per bite basis, per bite bacon. So I think that's what we're gonna do today, and then I'm gonna have many sauces on it because you know why, I'm a saucy guy. All right, y'all. What's truly, honestly, really, truly, honestly, really, truly, honestly good with y'all? We gotta get in the freezer here. Ooh, steaker for another day. Definitely gonna have that on the video soon. So keep your eyes peeled for some steak. This is for In-N-Out recreation burger, so I will do that eventually. But on my mind this day, we have many pizzas, but hiding under the Zazas is this beautiful beast of a woman treat delight, and that, my friends, let's bring it to the light. Oh, my phone is here. Maybe I'll show you guys my TikTok. I started TikToking now. Try that out. But yo, this mac and cheese, I think it's gonna be Bombay. I can't wait. President's Choice, good product. So I'm gonna pop that in the oven. This is not a cooking video. This is just me bringing you along through this unnecessary talking about it, but I will show you it as it cooks. Bubbling up, making good bubbly life choices, and then also on the side we're gonna have bacon. So I gotta put bacon on a tray, and I gotta put everything over here upon the oven. There it is. But maybe I'll take this moment to show you my schmick-schmock. I made a song about being in isolation. Maybe you want to go check it out. It's pretty good. Look at this fucking guy.
Never felt so alone.
Woo!
Never been so
isolated.
What the fuck is life living?
Being on my own. But yeah, that's my TikTok. You can go check that out if you want. I gotta put these little pizzas back here. So we plop that there into the sunlight. You guys ever do this in quarantine? Get yourself a little wine on. Wine not. A little cooking wine, a little wine while you're cooking. Bruh, if you don't wear your hat like this, are you really even wearing a hat? I don't know, like, are you living wearing a hat if you don't have it like this? Do you know what I mean? Honest to goodness, we need to put some bacon on a tray. Ain't gotta be fancy about it either. That's probably enough. Maybe this. No, probably this way. I want limited bacon grease juices running into the tray. Minimal cleanup. That's why you overlap the whole bitch like that, you know what I mean? Because if you put too small of a sheet inside the tray, then the bacon grease, the fat, runs under and shit, and then you have like the worst fucking mess to clean up. The bacon fat in general, grease, oil, the worst. Hate it, fuck it, don't like it. Another pretty obvious but not so obvious pro tip maybe for those with bacon, like room temperature bacon is such a son of a bitch to work with, so always try to make your bacon be like very tempered to, you know, coming fresh out of the fridge, pretty cold, because trying to like work with bacon as it's warmed up, it's like stretches everywhere. It's just like so pliable and it just becomes so fucking problematic. I know this video makes no sense, like we're not doing anything that interesting here, but I feel like maybe a little more raw real sometimes about like just things that I've learned along the way about cooking. Like this isn't anything special, I'm literally just making bacon in a pan, but this is my favorite method of making bacon. If you've never baked your bacon and you're like more of a pan person, I would highly suggest just giving it a try, brother. Like just, or sister, whoever you are watching, but like legitimately, for real on the truly, it's just like an even cook, you know, it's easy cleanup, the grease gets trapped in the sheet, you know, it's like, it's just easy, man, it's so easy, okay, and it doesn't curl up, it comes out straight and stuff, like it's, to me, it's the far superior way to cook bacon, so into the oven she go. And then I think when it comes to this, dude, I'm just gonna treat it like somebody in prison. Shank that bitch. Oh my god, I'm fucked, eh? Before we go in the oven, question for you. For how much money would you eat a legitimate raw strip of bacon? I watched a guy named Shoe Nice. If you have been on the internet for any length of time, you'd know Shoe Nice. But I watched fucking Shoe Nice eat a little raw steak and raw bacon, and that's crazy, man. That's insane. That would be disgusting, and it's gotta be terrible for you. Is that a smoke detector, brother? Oh, that's a fucking fridge. All right, let's check on this bacon. Oh my god. Come on now. Look at this beautiful bacon. Look at this pork meat. I think maybe like one more minute. And that mac and cheese is not gonna be ready for a while. All right, yeah. It is what it is. Gotta get to the getting while the getting's good before the getting becomes burned. Oh, I think we're there. Are we? Is it perfect? I'm so I knew it was conflicted. I'm always so conflicted about the bacon. Come over here. Into the daylight, natural light. But yo, like it looks perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna let it. I feel like it'll just set up with the residual heat. It'll just set up so nice. But like, you guys know what I'm saying about like the perfect method of cooking bacon? Tell me that's not perfect. All you do is take this out of the pan, dry as a bitch in the heat. You know what I mean? You can't fuck around and tell me that ain't straight, crisp, perfect. You know what I mean? You just, the juices, the grease, done. Just easy peasy, lemon squeezade. This MF Doom is taking its sweet ass time, so I don't know, maybe another 20 for that bit. Alright, let's see where we're at with this mac and cheese. I'm back in these fucking checking situations. Where you at, brother? It looks pretty fire, but is the center hot? Don't do this at home. You usually should use a knife, but fuck, yes, that is hot. That's perfect. All right, you guys, just before we get started, I want you to see this in its glory, like up close, for real, for real. It looks so good. It's going to be amazing, but I have to kind of ruin it and put it in this clear plate. So I know it's kind of blasphemy, but just accept me for what it is. I'm making it so you guys can see while I eat it, you know what I mean? Because legit, I really want y'all to like see what we're working with. I want y'all to see the bites. You know what I mean? I'm doing this for you guys. Makes really no difference to me on my end, but I didn't even ruin it that bad, to be honest. Wow, fits perfect. What a perfect little pie dish of mac and cheese. It smells and looks so good. I have not tasted it, and oh my god, I can't wait. All right, y'all, here we are. Look at it. That's how it dried up and came out. They're not crispy, but they're also not crispy. You already know that's fire. This thumbnail fire. Look at the steam in my eyes. Joker shit. Almost situated. I know you guys are just like, just fucking eat already. But the reality is, I need sauces. That's first. And the other reality is, bitch, this is my channel. I do what I want. I know that sounds like a dick move, but it's like in Captain Phillips. I am the Somalian guy. I am the captain now. You're just here, okay? Have a good time. Yo, what up, world? What is truly, authentically, genuinely good with y'all? For me, it's mac and cheese and bacon. Perfect. Coming off the cuffs of binaural eats. If you never checked out my mans, please check out my mans. He looks like my dad from another mother, and he eats bacon alongside his mac and cheese. And I can get down with that early. Now, in today's video, I want to bring back the story time real quick. And I know in a lot of my old story times, I'm always like bigging myself up and like being funny and like being with these girls and stuff. Because I've lived that life. I really have. I really have lived a weird life. I went, you know, some of y'all know that I went to the 6, Toronto, and I just lived kind of a crazy metropolis party-ish life. And I did some weird shit. Now, before that, when I was younger, 18, before I could drink, because in Canada it's 19, before I could actually legally drink, I partied, you know, before I left. I partied hard here as well before that. And I went to a thing called Rock the Fort. And so in this video, I want to tell you guys about the time that at 18, drunk, I pissed myself in public. Okay, so before we get into that, we must try the mac and cheese. I got many sauces, but I do want to try it just straight up. Naked and afraid, ready to go. This is President's Choice, like I've said many times. Such good products. I'm assuming it's going to be amazing, probably better than I could make. So, let's do it. Oh my god. Dud. My man, oh man, I'm slopping everywhere. Alright, straight up, my dude, Galen, at President's Choice is not playing around at all when it comes to this. His products, their products, are so good. We do need to take it to the bacon. Okay? Perfect strip. Look at it. I gotta go ketchup. I gotta go ketchup dip. I gotta go bacon, mac and cheese, ketchup. Unreal move. Oh my word. Hold the phone. Everything needs to stop. I need to know, do you guys ever dip your mac and cheese in sauces? I got hot sauce on the side too. I'm going to get to that eventually. But for now, barbecue, chicken and rib, ketchup. I got to hit with the Franks real quick. And then after I hit the Franks and a bite of the bacon, I get into the story. It's so hard to decide what's the best. I love the ketchup because I love the sweetness in the vinegar. The hot sauce cuts through the mac so hard. And the barbecue is just, once again, like vinegary and cuts through. But has so much like depth of flavor. Just stupid. Also, some of y'all are gonna be pissed about the pour. I'm on the waters right now. I ain't got access to any diet sodas or anything, so we're just doing water, and water's not that interesting to pour. But while we're talking about drinks, liquids, water, things like that, that reminds me of peeing my pants in public at 18 on a school bus, actually. And peeing your pants is cool. Another Billy Madison references. But yeah, so
Story goes as such. I'm from a 100,000 smaller, like Hicktown type vibe in Northern Ontario, Canada, called Thunder Bay. Okay. For the most part, we had like one rock station, 94.3 FM, Thunder Bay's only rock. That's what the guy says. And for most of my life, I grew up listening to like rock music, right? Like very standard, like poppy rock. You know, Tom Petty, John Cougar Mellencamp, Sammy Hagar, all that stuff. Never loved it, never took a liking to rock music, never been my vibe really. But at the same time, there is an element of like classic dopeness to it. Like I do respect it. Like I got my first six string or whatever the fuck, that like guitar song when he got his first six string in the summertime of '69. Bryan Adams, maybe. Anyways, regardless, this is how you know that I didn't really love the genre. So I grew up in this town where everybody fucking loves the genre, and it's like a whole fucking vibe, and everybody is like about classic rock. And at this place called Old Fort William that we have here, which is essentially, imagine like the shittiest Disneyland. It's like Disneyland for basically a physical memoir of a time where settlers came and like canoed on rivers and had Hudson Bay blankets, skin beavers, and you know, old time living, hay, horses, houses made of lumber and wood, and like things like that. So in my city, it's called Old Fort. That's what we call it for short. Old Fort, for short, Old Fort William. And it's basically about, back in the day, settlers, rivers, canoes, trading, embargoes, you know what I mean? Things like that. So out there is like lots of land with like rolling hills and shit. And that's where my like 100,000 beautiful Hicktown, like that's their lifestyle. People who love it, live it, and that's great. I love that they do it and they're happy. It is beautiful. We're on Lake Superior. Same time, it's also like very limited in that sense. It's like it is what it is. It's like, you know what I mean? It's not like a mainstream thing. It's very classic rock. So at this point, I've just lived here my whole life, and I have this friend who I met through one of my other best friends in high school. He went to elementary school with this dude. This dude pieced out to BC, came back, and he was that dude in school who like was 15, 16, 17, but looked 23, 24, 25, 30. Like he already had full facial hair, like dreads. He had a vehicle. He was smoking weed and smoking cigs like a champion. He was just that guy. He was 10 years mature level ahead of everybody else. And his mom was a holistic, like naturopathic doctor woman who believed in like spiritualism and aliens, and like getting drunk is no big deal, and like smoking weed is no big deal, and it's all good vibes, because she was successful, but she partook in weed and all these things, right? So this dude's house was the jam, right? When you got like the naturopathic dope ass mom basically encouraging you and your teenage friends to get high, do mushrooms, things like that, you know, elevate your mind. She had the party pad, he had the party pad. So it was summertime. I was like 18. And He's like, yo, my mom came home and brought us tickets for Rock the Fort. There's like 7 tickets. And it's this Friday. This was like on like a Wednesday. It's like this Friday. It's on the weekend. Come to my house. We're going to get lit. And we're going to go out and just get fucked up at Rock the Fort. We'll get a bunch fucked up before in case we can't drink because it was a like need to be of legal drinking age to drink at the venue. So we go to his house. We get laced. And you know that when you're drinking, you know how you're not supposed to break the seal. I was super amateur at drinking at that point. I was more just of a weed head. So I sucked at drinking, I sucked at holding my liquor, and I also just I broke the seal early. Then, in order to get to the location, to get to the venue, they had chartered school buses for, you would go to a depot and they charter and pick a bunch of people up and they take a whole gang of people to the concert. And that's like the shuttle, right? So we're all drunk and shit. We have to walk to the main area to get the shuttle. And then once you're on that, it's like a 20-30 minute ride, but you end up on the highway, right? It's not through the city. You can't pull over. You can't stop. You can't do anything. So we go, we get to the depot, we get to the pickup point. We're all wasted. And obviously before you leave, you always chug hard and just get everything in you to get as fucked up as you can, because it's going to be we might not be able to drink here. So we get on the bus. I can already feel that my bladder's getting tight. There's pressure, man. I'm for sure going to have to pee very, very badly by the time we reach this destination. If not before. So, as per those situations go, you get on the bus, you're waiting for it to fill up. Time is ticking. As time ticks, I can feel my bladder literally just pressing. By the time we even pull out the lot, I'm already going to piss myself. But we pulled out. So, we end up on the highway. And we're 10 minutes away probably. And I'm just I'm frantic. I'm just wiggling. I'm trying to hold it. I'm trying to make it I'm just trying to not pee myself. Gang full of people on the bus. All my friends around me. And I just can't hold it anymore. It just starts going. It just happens. So I'm wearing these cargo khaki pants. That was my jam back in high school. Cargo khakis, very burnout move. And I half pissed myself because it was just I needed some release. You know what I mean? And I was able to stop it once I got enough out to be okay. But it overrode my system, and I just wet my pants. And my best friend's in the seat beside me, he's dying, oh my god, dude, what the fuck? And I'm I can't control that, it's so bad. I'm just going everywhere, but at the same time I'm keep it down, I don't want everybody to know. So luckily we're at the back of the bus, we land on location, I'm half pissed out. Luckily I was wearing a hoodie with a t-shirt and that. So I get off the bus and you go and get in this line. And weirdly enough, luckily at the entry point of the concert, it was a very simple entrance. It wasn't hardcore at all. It was literally two general security guards through this fence, and they were letting in 2 people at a time kind of thing. And so what I did was I just basically took my hoodie off and I draped it over my arm and kind of held it in front of my crotch where I had the wet spot from peeing myself, and disguise it that way, because I feel they would have been oh, this guy's too drunk, or he's already going to be problematic. if they saw that I'd wet myself, basically. So I was able to shift through and get in. And then we got in there, and it was age-restricted drinking. None of us were 19. But these the people who made the concert were, I don't know why they didn't, like, they're so dumb that they didn't realize this. And I capitalized on it, and I got all my friends to do it with me for a while until we got caught. But so there was two bands. There's two wristbands. So the one wristband was blue. That meant underage. And then the other wristband that you were of age, that you could drink, you go in the drinking tent and get drinks, was white. But these event coordinators, these dum-dums, don't know how they didn't realize it. You know when you get those bands with the holes in them for concerts and that? Usually the reverse side of it is white. Like if you just flip the band, it's white. So I'm like, bruh, if we just flip this blue band over to and tighten it up, so it's like, you know how when there's like that little bit of looseness, you could maybe see the color under it, but what we did was we flipped it and just tightened it out. So it's like you had a white band. So me and my boys were getting rounds and rounds of drinks for like at least half the concert. And then somebody, can't remember who it was, but definitely wasn't me, but somebody was sloppy about it and they got caught. And then they just put out like a concert alert of like all these underage, these minors have been flipping their bands to white and are drinking underage, and we've been serving them, and like there's all these like drunk young kids. Because there was a bunch of underage people there as well beyond me and my friend group. So once that became like a common knowledge, like it kind of just spread through, and like so many people started doing it. And then, yeah, I had to walk around with piss pants, trying to hide it until it dried. It was summertime, so, you know, within like an hour or so, I was dried up and fine. And also, like, when we got there, it was like evening, so like the sun was falling. So like once it really went, like the sun went down, it really wasn't even like an issue for me anymore. But it was certainly super embarrassing and hard to navigate for like a good while. And enough people came up to me and were like, yo, what's with the pants? I was like, oh, I just opened a beer and spilled the beer on it. It's no big deal. Meanwhile, I really pissed myself. Stupid idiot, but hey, I don't know if you've ever been there, man. Like when you're drunk and you have so much liquid in your body and you broke the seal and you're like stuck and you're like, I have to relieve myself right now. Otherwise, I have to pee myself. Like I need some relief here. Like literally, and that goes to speak to like a top 5 feeling in life. Like when you gotta shit real bad, that's a top 5 feeling. When you gotta piss real bad, that's like literally orgasmic. Or like a hot shower where it like scratches your back, that's like a top 5. You know, eating when you're starving, like just these like real like deep instinctual things that are, you know, like so necessary for your actual physical body. Those are such top 5s in life, so always stand by that. Anyways, it was very like embarrassing, degrading, / hilarious, / like kind of awesome, / just like a good funny event of my life that like I'll never forget. I can literally, in my mind, I can place myself back on that bus seat, like busting open, literally just busting open into my pants. Like I can just remember it. Telling you the story, I just relived everything in my head. I will never forget it because it was just so like mortifying. You know what I mean? But back with the little story time for you. It's been a while since I've said like a really good one. Hope you guys enjoyed that. This was so fucking good. I would highly suggest this product, recommend it. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, you know what to do. Eat good, live well, stay true.